everyone. Happy day to everyone. I am on my way to pick up my darling, and I just wanted to do this because I wrote the blog about it, and I just wanted to make sure you fully understood one of the reasons for my divorce is that we had a situation that happened at the beginning of our marriage. Several situations. Number one, we got pregnant, like right off the honeymoon, But most importantly, a month or two after that is when all of the blocks start tumbling. So you know, you knock down one, then all of the blocks start tumbling down. That's how it was. And so there was this one incident where I received a baby rubber fetus from a what was it? It was like a pregnancy center, and they did like ultrasounds up till like they did like one ultrasound, like the beginning ultrasounds. It wasn't like a full-fledged hospital or anything. So I went there because my ex-husband at the time said, hey, I'm not putting you on my insurance, like you're gonna have to find your own insurance. I don't care what you do with the baby. So I felt like I was on my own. So I went there, I found them. They were low cost. I didn't have a job at the time, and you know, they were no cost or whatever. They gave me parenting training. They gave me all of these sorts of resources. They had like a baby room where you could pick out clothes, diapers, you know, stuff like that when the baby was born. And so I really loved that center. I'm glad that there are a lot of centers like that, so they can be found for mothers, especially young mothers who are contemplating, you know, all the many decisions regarding pregnancy. So I was like, you know, I'm not getting rid of this child, and so let me go ahead and you know, do what I have to do. So I went to this pregnancy center, went alone, and got the information. They told me what they did. They said, would you sign up? I said yes. So the next time I invited my husband at the time along to do like the first ultrasound. So he came, and we did the ultrasound in the room. He cried. I was surprised because I'd never seen him cry before, and I'm not sure. A lot of his emotions stem from what he's experienced in his previous marriage. So I'm not sure if it was me or if it was for, you know, the simple fact that he wasn't there at the time. I don't know. But, you know, he cried, and, you know, she was like, there's the little pea. And it was like bouncing and kicking. It was very active, but at the time I couldn't feel it. And so they gave me like these booklets, pamphlets, and they gave me the little rubber fetus that exemplified like a 12-week fetus. And so I was like, okay. And so, you know, I put it up with my pregnancy stuff or whatever. And so one day I came home from Bible study. Now, mind you, like, I'm pregnant at the time. I come in, lights off, no help, no, you know, I'm glad that you made it here safely. You know, it's dark. You know, that was one of my fears of being single and alone, is because of the fact, you know, that you have to be looking over to your shoulder or whatever. So I would have liked a, you know, a husband to at least wait up for me when I got home pregnant with this child. But in any case, I, you know, got home, you know, got undressed. He was in the bed asleep, and when I went to go use the restroom, it was the rubber fetus in the toilet. And at that time, I just was like, I was so hurt, but I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And so, you know, I got the fetus out the toilet. I was so sad because of the fact that he already expressed that he didn't want the child and everything, and I felt like I was in it on my own. And so you know, we moved on from then, but that was a pivotal moment in my marriage. And so looking back, we went to counseling. So we had our pastor's counseling, and then we also went to a counseling center. When I told the counselor at the counseling center, you know, what happened, she was actually horrified that he did that, and you know, explaining everything. And he said this was, you know, his words, you know, yeah, I did it, and I wanted to hurt Amber, and so that's why I did it. And even in times after the fact that, you know, he didn't understand why I was so upset at the time, or why I kept bringing that back up, is because that created an image of him not wanting this child, and for the simple fact that he told me that he didn't want it. So it was always that, and he could never turn that image. No matter how much he tried, he always did something, which I don't know if he knew it or not, that showed me he didn't want the child, that showed me he didn't want to be there for the child, that showed me all of that. And so I was like, you know, okay, after the counseling session, we moved on. I tried to move on. He tried to, you know, show, but it just didn't happen. And so that was actually, you know, one of the turning points for my marriage, because I didn't want to be with anybody who didn't want the child that we created, just for the simple fact that it was created not on his time. He wanted to be married first, and that he, you know, said all of these things, and I was like, well, you know, we don't plan our lives, you know what I'm saying? And of course, grown people, you know, they do to do, and it produces child. So I always call Dallas a miracle baby, because just for the simple fact that, you know, I did take a plan B after Dallas, and she was born anyway. She was born anyway. Like, she ducked and dodged them hormones like a mug. And so, like, she is here, and I called her the miracle baby because she wasn't really supposed to be here because of the plan B. Plan B didn't work. Plan A did. So that was just the explanation on why, you know, that was a pivotal moment for my marriage, and why, you know, I've always doubted him, and he always wanted to know, why did you doubt me as a father to Dallas? Because I seen him father his other child, who's a boy, favorably, and when my child came, it wasn't that story.